Welcome back, coders. This is lesson 5 of my Learn Swift Quick series.
Depression is a tangle of multiple symptoms.
In this video, we are going to learn the for-in loop.
Trintellix may help you take a step forward in improving your depression.
And we are going to answer the question, when do you use a for-in loop and why? Well, let's start with why. You could probably get away with not, if you're like a self-employed freelance developer, you could probably get away with not working with for-in loops. But it's better that you actually learn how to use and implement them, because I'll give you an example. Like, you could use a whole lot of if-then statements, or you can use a lot of switches or case statements that's doing the same sequence, okay, over and over and over and over again. Whereas if you have even it could be a business program, it doesn't even have to be a game, where you're using hundreds of lines of code because you're doing a sequence over and over and over again. Whereas if you implement a for-in loop, you cut that code in half, literally. So basically, that's why you would want to learn how to use the for-in loop. It may sound daunting, but it's easier than you think. And the reason why you actually use the for-in loop is to iterate over a sequence, okay? And a sequence such as items in an array, characters in a string, and ranges of numbers. So I'm going to show you all 3 of those examples. So let's get started now. Wipe this out. Okay. So the first thing you do is declare the constant or variable. In this particular example, I'm going to use a constant. You start the array, and you start an array with open bracket. And let's see. Let's go. So don't worry about, I'm going to do a whole lesson on arrays. Just follow along and know that arrays, for this particular lesson, just know that arrays start and end with brackets. Okay, so we're going to say for name in the constant names, open brace, print Jason and Lena's children are the name of this constant or array. And we want the array to be unwrapped. And as you can see, the result right here. So that's an example of a for in loop, iterating over a sequence of items in an array. Next, we're going to do a for in loop iterating over a sequence of characters in a string. Okay. So we are going to declare the constant. And let's see, what can I do? I was an electrician commercial electrician for 10 years down south, 8 in Virginia, 2 in Raleigh, North Carolina. So let's do something that correlates with that. So let's say let number of amps equal open bracket 14 gauge wire, which is not used in the commercial, but in the residential field you could use it. 15. Now this is the value, and what I'm about to do here, it would be called value pairs, because I'm doing it like this. I'm not just going 14 gauge wire. I'm using a pair. This would actually be value pairs. Okay. And anytime you do a value pair, you have to use the colon in between the two values. And we'll say 4 wire size. Amp rating. N number of amps. Open brace. Print. Backslash. Open parentheses. Wire size. Close parentheses. Goes to backslash. Open parentheses. Amp rating. Amp breaker. And here's the end result. Twelve gauge wire goes to 20 amp breaker, 10 gauge wire goes to 30 amp breaker, and 14 gauge wire goes to a 15 amp breaker. Boom. That was an example, okay, of your for in loop iterating over characters in a string, okay? And our final example will be a for in loop iterating over a sequence, which is a range of numbers. So let's do that and we'll wrap it up. For in loop numerical ranges. Okay. So we'll say for index in. Okay, so like I said, it does a range of numerical numbers. So let's just say let's do multiples of 5. Okay, like a multiplication table. And let's not start from 1. Let's start from 100. Okay, and we'll go to 200. Open brace. Okay, and we'll print. Open parentheses, quotation marks, backslash, index. backslash, open parentheses, index times 5, close parentheses, close quotation, close parentheses, close brace. Okay. So that gives you, starting from, okay, 100 times 5 is 500, starts from 100 and gives you all the multiples of 5, all the way up to 200, like we asked for. So that concludes our lesson on for in loops. Tomorrow our lesson will be on while loops. If you have any questions, leave a comment, please subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.